What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and today we are diving back into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. As we already predicted the future waves, well, at least wave 5 coming up, we have to now predict the characters, because that is a new thing we get to do now, because we have 5 returning characters coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, they do say returning characters from the past. Does that mean we're actually going to get all returning characters? Because they also said all of these tracks were going to be old tracks coming back, and as you can see, we're getting some new ones as well, like Yoshi's Island we just got. So the potential for getting a new character probably is still low, but today I'm going to focus on 5 returning characters only, and maybe in another video I'll talk about characters that could be new coming to the roster. But 5 characters returning, and who are they going to be? Well, that's our question for today. So I'm going to try to use any type of scientific method of reasoning that I can based on the tracks that could still be coming, because we know characters kind of correlate to tracks, and any other outside data that I can to try to formulate a reason why these characters could be added. But I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into the video. So first off, we have Birdo, and something that I want to point out is very interesting is the fact that Birdo comes alongside a track and is advertised with that specific track in mind, and that track being Yoshi's Island for good reason. Now, does Birdo ever appear in Yoshi's Island? No, but Birdo is always associated with Yoshi now, which I still don't know how that ever came to be, considering the fact that she was in Mario Bros 2. But with that said, yes, it looks like characters are going to go alongside certain tracks. Something else they put on the screen is the weight class, which is very interesting to me, because I feel like most casual players don't really care about something like that, and maybe that's a hint as to what other characters we could be getting, because we could be getting characters in different weight classes. We know in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that there are 6 different weight classes, with very light, light, medium, medium heavy, heavy, and very heavy. Now, I don't know if this is just a coincidence by Nintendo, or maybe they're trying to have one character from each class, so that way, you know, it kind of balances out all the DLC characters, and you get to choose kind of like who you want based on that weight class. But something else that's very interesting is that we have numbers for each of the weight classes. So right now we have very light with 7 characters, light with 9, medium with 8, medium heavy with 4, which is now 5 thanks to Birdo, heavy with 9, and very heavy with 4. So it's impossible to say what Nintendo wants to go for here. Do they just want to balance out this roster and add a lot more heavyweight characters, or do they want to balance out the DLC and just have one of each? It's impossible to say, but I'm going to try to use this in my best way to kind of come up with a conclusive character list here. Oh, starting off with the first character after Birdo, we have Piranha, and I feel like this character fits so perfectly well, it's not even funny. So the next wave of DLC, I think a lot of people are assuming the new track is going to be Piranha Plant Cove, which is entirely themed around Piranha. Even like statues and monuments of his head is all over the track, so it's like perfect. Not only that, but he's also a character that comes back from Double Dash just like Birdo, and he's a very heavy character. He's a big character, probably one of the biggest on this roster, so he will definitely go into the very heavy category, finally bumping up that only 4 characters to 5. Not only that, but it's a character that is a fan favorite that people just love, and as a huge Super Mario Sunshine fan myself, I just love seeing Piranha in any Mario spinoff that I possibly can, so this is definitely a win either way. Moving on to the third character of this DLC, I'm going with Diddy Kong. There is an upcoming track that is data mined to be called Mob DK, which could be a new Donkey Kong themed track, which would probably have Diddy Konging, and it could possibly have Funky Kong. I'm not putting Funky Kong out of the options, but I think if Nintendo is only choosing one Kong, they're going to unfortunately go with Diddy Kong, simply due to the fact that Diddy Kong is just an obvious choice. If you have Donkey Kong, you gotta have Diddy Kong. Now the question is, does Nintendo continuously add more Kongs? Like, does Dixie get in there too, and Funky? I'm not 100% sure, but I think Funky is the only other option that could possibly be in this game, and I know everybody in the world wants them, but I don't know. I can see Nintendo definitely letting us down and only choosing one Kong, and that one Kong could be Diddy. Now, in Mario Kart Wii, Diddy was actually seen as a medium character, but I can definitely see Diddy Kong switching up to a light character now, but we'll have to wait and see, but I think Diddy Kong is also one of those characters that could very well be a shoo-in. Moving on to the fourth character, we have Pauline from Mario Kart Tour. So, Pauline is also, in my eyes, one of the last shoo-ins, in my opinion, because Pauline is literally in everything. I mean, literally almost every Mario spinoff, she makes an appearance now. So I definitely expect her to be one of these DLC characters, and this will be probably one of the first characters we're getting from Mario Kart Tour. I think Pauline would be in the medium category, especially if we're putting Diddy Kong in light. Pauline makes sense in medium, just like Princess Peach, and it would be awesome if she also had a biker outfit just like Peach and Daisy, and even Rosalina would be awesome. And I think this is just a character that we can definitely expect to be in this game. As far as what track she will come along with, maybe something like Daisy Cruiser or any of the other city tracks, I think would work perfectly fine for Pauline, because we already have New York Minute, which would have been perfect, but Nintendo decided very last second to add characters. So I think any tour track would work, maybe even the upcoming LA Laps would be a good one, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Kamik is another one to me that just makes sense. Kamik has been cut and screwed over time and time again. Originally supposed to come to Mario Kart 64, it is 25 years in the making for Kamik to return, and this is the perfect time. Now, personally, I don't care all that much about Kamik, but I think this is a character that just makes sense for a game like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe right now, where it's just a cultivation of all things that is great, and technically Kamik is in Mario Kart Tour, so Kamik can return now, and it just makes a lot of sense. As far as weight class, I don't know how heavy Kamik is supposed to be. Is there an official weight class in Tour for Kamik? I don't really know, so I would probably put Kamik in the medium heavy / heavy category. Since Birdo's already there, I don't know, it's just one of those two, so I think it would work perfectly. But bring Kamik to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. What stage would he go with? I don't really know, because I think he was supposed to go with like Boo Lake or the Broken Pier, one of those ghost stages, Ghost Valley looking stages, but maybe it just goes with one of the new tracks, like that bathroom themed track. I don't know, that just seems like kind of weird and goofy and something that would fit for Kamik. But also the fact that Kamik is a main character in this Mario movie, maybe they want to promote the character also a little bit more, so I don't know. You never know. Maybe the movie could actually help Kamik get in this game. We'll see. I also think that tour with Kamik also consisted of Vanilla Lake, and we know that that's probably one of the last SNES tracks coming, so maybe that's when we see Kamik. And then we are down to one final character, and this stinks because it's between two really good choices, personally, I feel like. And I know there's one option left, so of course, I'm in between two. So I'm just going to put both of these out there, and you guys tell me which one's more likely, because I already know which one you guys want, but tell me which one's more likely. We have Funky Kong and Hammer Bro, and let me explain both. So Funky Kong, obviously coming back from Mario Kart Wii, is a complete fan favorite. Probably one of the most fan favorite characters throughout Mario Kart history. People love Funky Kong, but the only thing in me personally is trying to figure out if Nintendo would really choose 2 Kong members out of the 6 characters of this DLC. Is that something Nintendo would do? I don't know. Possibly, but I don't know. I still think Diddy Kong is going to get the first choice if a Kong is going to be added, unfortunately, but that's just how things go. Now, Funky Kong would also probably be added in that Donkey Kong track, or whatever that, leaked DK track is, or something like that. But at the same time, I could see maybe for that DLC, they add 2 characters, both Diddy and Funky. Because right now it looks like that's what Nintendo's trying to do. Maybe 1 character the first time with Birdo, 2 characters the next wave, and then 3 characters the final wave. So maybe we do get Diddy and Funky. But I also think there could be a strong case and argument for Hammer Bro, because Hammer Bro was also originally supposed to be in Mario Kart Wii, but was later cut. And it's also a character we're seeing appearing in lots of spin-offs as well, like Mario Party also, so there is a very good chance I think Hammer Bro could make it. Coming back from Mario Kart Tour, there's also different variants that they could give the players similar to Birdo. There's 4 different types with Boomerang Bro, Fire Bro, and Ice Bro. I think that's a really good reason to also have Hammer Bro in this game as well. Hammer Bro was also one of the characters first shown off to go alongside LA Laps, and then eventually it went to Charging Chuck, and let's face it, I don't think Charging Chuck is going to make it in this game, so Hammer Bro makes the most sense, honestly. Both of these characters work too because Donkey Kong can squeeze in that heavy category, and they can maybe even squeeze in Hammer Bro to light or very light, since we don't have anything in very light right now. I mean, Dry Bones is in there, so why not throw Hammer Bro? I know it's just a pile of bones, which makes it lighter, but you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, I am interested to see what you guys would choose. Are you team Hammer Bro or are you team Funky Kong? I am personally team Hammer Bro. I need to see my Boomerang Bro and Ice Bro alts because I think that would be be amazing. It's like the only thing that I really want from a character right now. So I'm going Team Hammer Bro all the way, but let me know in the comments down below what team you're repping. And those are the 5/6 characters that could be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know what characters you think could come to this game, and also let me know your opinions on if you're on Team Hammer Bro or Team Funky Kong. Thank you so much for tuning in, and like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.